tired? Good. Look good.
I wonder if Dylan's gonna ask Gretchen to collude, considering recent events.
Come over, we could sit down.
I can't wait for this.
What?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I do wonder actually whether he'll snap into place this episode. Kind of hope so. I think I was talking last episode about how they are kind of keeping you on the hook with character stuff, but overarching plot-wise, we're not moving forward. I want to move forward. Like, I'm kind of in that place as I come into this episode. Maybe I'm just feeling in an impatient mood. I don't know. Maybe it's where I guess the show is pushing me based on what we're getting. You know, we're getting lots of interesting stuff. I think the Helena switcheroo, and, you know, I got lots of comments about people calling it, you know, in episode 1, episode 2, you know, kind of everyone been in on that. So, you know, I think that keeps you going for the first 3-4 episodes. As we come into 5, 6, it's kind of the reintegration and the fallout. So yeah, we're kind of wrapping that up a little bit, and I think the cadence of the show needs a pace increase. Depends, we'll see what they do with this episode, but I feel like it will be a good time. And episode 6, where there's 10 episodes, I checked, I don't know what that was. 10 episodes. I checked, there's one more. So yeah, we are firmly now in the second half of the season. It would make sense for a pace change as well. So we'll see. Those are my hopes going into this.
Everything was like...
God, he's going through the ringer, isn't he?
We're making progress.
This didn't feel human. This felt like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Is she rattling off a bunch of facts?
Right, now you feel it.
All I know is she's essential.
Yeah, wild, huh?
To get her out, it will be the two of you out here together.
I feel like getting her out, actually, now that I think about it, now we're here, is such a mountain, isn't it? Actually getting her out. And then what? Reintegrating her too. It's a long shot.
Bargaining, well, it's one of the stages.
Grief?
All the things you do, all the ways you change to get that person back.
Oh, mate.
It's dumb, but you do it anyway.
It's normal.
Yeah, human. I'm glad he's not alone in this moment.
But for me, it might actually happen.
Yeah. So interesting how that shot was played. You kind of, and I nearly paused and started talking about how interesting it is now, how Helly and Dylan are kind of working together and Mark's not in the picture. And how, yeah, it feels as if he's not part of the group anymore. And then we pan round and he is there. A little bit further away though.
There were directions on the back.
Where are the goat people coming in?
Why didn't you just take it? I don't want to get in trouble right now.
Family pack. We're going to rally the goats. We should rally the goats, mate. They're a pale house.
Did everyone sever their balls in the elevator this morning?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, coming into this? Ooh, yeah. You should confide in her. The problem is you don't fully trust her anymore, do you? We're getting close. Hello. Okay. There's going to be this episode. Maybe we're going to end on it. Yeah. Episode called Attila the Hun. Sorry. That is just my knee-jerk response whenever she comes in the room. Sorry.
I had my performance review yesterday.
How did it go?
Oh, God. She's doing awesome, by the way, this actor. She's so sinister, dude.
Many valid concerns were raised.
Like, you could kind of feel the fake concern. And then the how did it go? Did it go horrible? Tell me. So much communicated in the inflection of her voice.
Many valid concerns were raised, which I look forward to addressing.
Were they valid?
I'm glad for you.
Uh-huh. Are you gonna confront her?
You cannot graduate from this fellowship until I have deemed you wintertide material.
Okay, fellowship.
And eradicating from your essence childish folly.
I understand, sir.
Mate, she's a little psychopath.
I trust you can steward the floor in my stead.
Lots of responsibility. Okay.
You may sit at your regular desk.
Oh my God, she'll murder you in your sleep, mate.
Thank you, Mr. Milchick.
And she won't make it nice. God damn, she will make you scream. I thought he was scary, do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
So that we won't work together because they know what will happen if we do.
Yeah.
Matt.
Helly, we shared vessels.
Shared vessels? Is that sex? Is that a sex thing? Okay.
Had, sex.
Nice though. Great that you're telling her.
Like in a wellness session?
Oh, do you think Milchick?
Miss Casey.
Oh, sorry, I'm off. I'm way off. I'm so sorry. We were just talking about him.
In your tent.
Oh. Oh.
Now there's going to be like a reckoning in her mind of like that Helena took that from me.
Cause
yeah, camera focus to Helly.
I've been having those feelings since like
before the OTC.
She's internal right now, mate. She's kind of
I had no idea.
processing. She's not on you.
I'm sorry, Helly. She tricked both of us.
Oh, man.
It's probably another tactic. Something to drive a wedge between us. Like,
I don't think so. And it's so interesting, that line that she said in the tent. Maybe, though, because Milchick knows about it. When I mentioned feeling uncomfortable because it felt like there were cameras on them. Yeah, Milchick knows about it. Was that because Helena told them? Like, how much privacy did they have is my question. Because, it's ambiguous. Actually, I feel like we don't know. That line that she said was something along the lines of, I don't like who I am out there, which came across at the time as sincere. Like I say, so that's why I'm asking myself the question of how did they know about the sex? Because if Helena told them, that means that they did have privacy and that was her choice to say. But then why would she? Because that would be embarrassing in a certain way on the outside, even if she did what, do you know what I mean? Like, it's really, the motivations are really hazy, because I'm inclined to say that Helena was being genuine and I feel like, I mean, I said all that time ago that I feel as if it's motivated by the idea of taking it from Helly, perhaps some jealousy there, not having that level of connection with someone, that level of intimacy with someone. Maybe I'm not saying she's not having sex at all, Helena, but there's a difference between having sex for simply just pleasure and having sex with someone you care about and having that connection and that intimacy. I would maybe hazard a guess she's not having that. She doesn't have that. And we haven't, seen a lot of the outside world. She doesn't seem as if she's got someone, though. And it seems as if her life and her world is a very isolating one. Leader in waiting, all this stuff. And I'm just wondering on it. That's all. And it's really clever of the show that they're keeping it ambiguous, but it is one of those things, isn't it, of they are trying to steep so much in mystery that at a certain point it almost gets cheap. Clever in a certain way, because it's like, I feel like if they do it to a certain extent, not too much, then it's clever. They are overusing it a lot. Because, what that does is it allows the audience to fill in the gaps, which isn't an issue unless you want to actually answer any of it. But if they don't want to answer any of it, they're safe. But I would feel quite cheap if they don't answer. I mean, I've been talking about it for 2 seasons now. This thing of like, I need answers, I want answers. I feel like it would be cheap if they don't give those to us. So this is what I mean when I'm kind of talking about, I suppose, like construction of story, with the effect what they're doing has, and how to a certain extent it's clever. And I think up until this point it's been clever, but it crosses a line at a certain point when you keep doing this all the time. So that's what I mean. It's like, it's all of the depths of the mystery and the ambiguousness of the show and all of these different things, the intricacies. Like, this on its own would be good, but they're doing it all the time with everything. I don't know anything, really. You know what I mean? And as an isolated incident with just, the Helena, Mark, sex, all this stuff, the cleverness aspect of it is cheapened a little bit because they keep doing this. I don't actually know anything. All of it is guesswork, and I'm doing all of the work now to fill it in and make it interesting. I'm doing a lot of that work, right? Which, fine, but that's kind of some of the effect, I feel like, when the show isn't answering anything, is that starts to grind a little bit and get a bit annoying. That's what I'm feeling, actually, right now, as a result of this. And, like, I'm trying to explain specifically why it's annoying, because on its own, it's not, but all together, and with season 1 plus what they're doing in season 2 and all of this mystery, not answering anything. Yeah, that's where I'm at. And it's that kind of thing where I feel like that would be quite divisive for people. I feel like there are people who don't mind that as much. It's just my personal taste. That's where I'm landing on it. I can imagine people like it for that, which is understandable, because like I say, it's not a bad thing, and creatively it's a clever thing to do. People, shows do this all the time, and it can be a good thing. I think Severance as a show overuses it, and for me it just, like I say, errs on the side of too much. Again, very much depends on where we come down. Maybe we'll get answers to this episode, in which case I'll revise what I'm saying and where I feel on it, what I feel on it. But yeah, how I feel about this show is really going to come down to how this season ends, how many answers we get, what they choose to focus on. Yeah, we'll see. Mixed feelings. I'd say. Because sorry, to finish, you know, what I'm talking about, I kind of want to know how much of Helena is, you know, that vulnerable side is honest and true, because that's kind of interesting. Are we going to dive into that? Are we going to explore more of that? Some of the motivations that I'm speculating about as to why she did it. Helly is walking out going, it must be a tactic, maybe. That wasn't my first instinct. It wouldn't be my strongest speculation, you know my speculation, but it's a possibility. And I wonder if we're going to get any conclusion, resolution, answers to that particular thing. I mean, you know, Helena isn't a heavy touch on the show, and especially as of episode 4 and the ruse being up, are we going to see much more of her? Are we going to see much more of her in regard to her interacting with the inside cells? You'd argue not. I mean, we've got this episode and then 4 more. It's not a lot of show left to go. Yeah. It concerns me as to whether we're going to actually explore any of that.
Sorry, I thought it was you.
But it wasn't me. I'll walk around.
Yeah, and that's fair. And that's not on you, Mark, mate. But she's allowed to see it however she wants to. The paper clips. This is what I mean. I don't know if we're going to get much more development with his character either. The show, sorry, I'll try not to keep talking over this for much time. I kind of talk quite a lot before on it. I want to keep harping on about it, but the show at the moment, because I just said what I just said, and I don't feel almost like the show has enough time, space, room for all of these individual characters to explore. Cobell. Where's Cobell? Very interesting character. Is she going to come back into it? I don't know if she is. It's going to be the last 4 episodes. That's not a lot. You know what I mean? Like, we're not really fully diving in to a lot of these very interesting characters, a lot of these interesting things they're setting up. We had last episode with Milchick. He's very much a side character. We're not focusing on him. You know, the focus is very much on Mark, right? Primarily. Not even Helly, really. Mark. You know, Helly's maybe a secondary, but Mark is the focus. Anyway, all of these very interesting individual characters. And then we've got the overarching plot. Because I'm like, no, there's no time because we're dealing with the overarching plot. But it's like, are we really dealing with the overarching plot? What's the overarching plot? It's Gemma. It's the basement. Kind of. Not really. If you look at, we're on episode 6 of season 2, how much progress have we made? None. And actually, we've gone back a few steps. You know what I mean? And it's like, look, it's not all about progress. It's not all about, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily a linear journey, right? And I think it's very much one of those shows that is very much more so dialing down on the intricacies, the nuances of humanity, right? And I think it's really good for that. But, you know, I think that's the sort of the strength. But I feel as if the show at the moment is comprised of, it's a buffet table, and every single plate, there's like 20 plates. And and like every single plate is pretty solid. I'm going to level with you. But I'm getting half a bite out of everything, which isn't enough from each plate. And then together as a buffet, I'm like, this is all also very different. It doesn't really mesh together. Well, like, do you know, where are we going with this? What's the point of this? Do you know what I mean? It's a lot of moving parts. I'm not really quite getting enough. I don't know. And for me, that's not enough at this point in the season. I want more from Milchick. I want more from Helena. I want more from Dylan. Gretchen, I want to see Irving and Bert and all that stuff too. And also we've got the plot and Gemma. Can the show really deliver on that stuff in a satisfying way for a season 2 by the end of the season? And look, there's absolutely conversation to be had of, yeah, okay, Tyler, but there'll be a season 3, season 4, okay, fair. Maybe it's a show that needs 6, 7 seasons to tell everything perfectly, and by the end of it we'll be like, that's a perfect, amazing show. Maybe. I don't know. Just putting it out there. This is how I feel right now. Again, I don't want to keep talking about it because I'm just saying kind of the more of the same thing. But I guess just trying to articulate where I'm at, some of maybe the frustrations, which is weird because everything that I'm talking about, it's like, this is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. I feel like the show though is giving me a little bit of good and then taking it away again. And then we just don't go back there. You know what I mean? Rickon and Devon. Also interesting, you know, and it's just, I feel like at this point the show's doing too much for me to be presently satisfied. We'll see as we go. What are you doing? Are you practicing, mate? Yeah, and he said valid criticisms too. He just wants to do good. And sorry, I was watching my edit last episode about him, and I'm so sorry. This is going to be very brief. I talked a lot last episode about him being incompetent. You know, I was kind of watching him and I feel like he is, as an example of like a corporate worker in a corporate environment, corporate job, under a corporate mandate, under this capitalistic system. I feel like maybe some of the reason he's not thriving is because maybe it goes the other way, or maybe he is clever, maybe he does have empathy, but something happened along the way. I feel like that is, I was kind of talking about it as well. Like, I feel like he is being honest when he's trying to, one, move forward with the Thor and the company's goals, the three and the company's goals. He is trying to further Lumen's objectives. At the same time, I do think he is genuine in trying to be good to these workers. I think he sees it that way. You know what I mean? I think he still does objectify them. I think he does still, voice guy last episode was like, treat them as what they are. And Milchick didn't blink, right? I think there's very much this derision and dehumanization of the inside self, severed workers. But I think he is trying to be kind to them as well. There is empathy in Milchick, and he was trying to step outside and do something different and be creative. And I think just because of his environment and his life and how it's gone, and how his brain probably works in this corporate capitalistic environment, he's just not had the practice of it. But I think showing the open-mindedness to try different things, new things, does show that there's some intelligence there. It's just not being appropriately executed. You know what I mean? Sorry. So again, even with Milchick, I feel like there's so much to talk about in regards to his character. And actually, as I was watching the edit, I do feel like maybe my analysis was a little bit one note with him. Just based on what was happening, decisions he was making, and what he's been doing in the show. And then also his conversation with Natalie and that vulnerability there too. He is sensitive. It's so interesting, isn't it, how he is that kind of person. And I'm talking about under the depths. And I had this conversation about Cobell too. It's just the environment warping, shifting, changing them. What a huge commentary it is on what the system does, right? What corporatism, what capitalism makes of us.
So you did take scuba lessons last year.
Which sea?
It was in a pool.
You thought big, mate. Fair play.
Scuba diving, woodworking.
Wow, so my hobby's really diverse.
ADHD.
Garage beer making.
Hank!
Maybe I'm trying to find something I excel in.
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder if you're just not happy.
Oh, and you think maybe in regards to you as well?
Want to hear about all my offspring and stare at your face?
Very cute.
I like it. I like this.
You're getting the emotional connection in here with him that you're not getting out there, are you, from him?
I wish we could really be together.
I mean, we are.
You and him are, but I'm not.
Yeah, he wants a little bit more, don't he? Yeah, we're all going through the ringer, huh? You steady at work, goddamn. You are the one person we need not working, mate. Ooh, are we taking it further? Yeah, I don't think Helly is angry so much at Mark, more so at Helena. Wow. Gretchen, mate, I'll be honest with you, a little irresponsible, considering. Yeah, Helena, yeah. Helena took that first time away from you with him. You'll always know she had that first, before you. She gonna go and kiss him?
Hey, I was coming to find you.
Same.
Go on.
You thought it was me.
Yeah.
Which means you wanted to.
Yeah. Are we doing it?
What sucks is that she got to have that and I didn't.
Yeah. Let's go.
But she dresses me in the morning like I'm a baby. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Do you want me to, describe?
No, I don't want her memory.
Nice. Drop your trap. Sorry.
I want my own.
Let's go.
Would you like that?
Nice, good. Yeah, let's get consent. Let's see where he's at.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Smash in. Could be literally. Let's go.
But how?
Mate, honestly, plenty of places.
But, a tent. I'm nervous.
Me too. It's okay.
Okay.
Very sweet. We're lingering. Is he gonna have a... Because if he reintegrates, what if he doesn't want to anymore? Because I kind of feel like when he does, he won't, what's that going to make of how he feels for Helly? How is it going to make of how he feels for Gemma? Would it be that he has these feelings for both? Or almost for neither? That's nice. I feel it's nice. I feel like that we got to see that. For me, it kind of emotionally cleanses. You know what I mean? Am I alone? Maybe not. Maybe I am. Mate, are you training for the Paperclip Olympics? Dear Lord. Oh, Seth. Oh, he needs a hug and a dance, doesn't he? Like, can we have another party, mate? Yeah, and I mean, what does that do, right? Uses too many big words. That's personality. It's individualistic. What happens when he stops doing that? He's conforming more. right? Being leached of identity. And it's funny how we had the conversation last episode about him having to almost forsake identity, forsake an element of his identity, and he's having to do it more and more, isn't he? Is there going to be a breaking point?
You must eradicate from your essence childish folly.
Right, you label it as childish folly.
Childish folly.
Mate.
You must abandon childish things.
What do you define as childish?
You must grow up.
You're hurting yourself.
Grow up.
Oh, this is so sad.
Grow.
You're stifling yourself. Not growing.
Was it different with me?
We shouldn't get into these games, mate. Nice. Yes. No hesitation, Marky boy. Good.
Oh no, you're bleeding.
Nope, I think that's you, mate.
Oh, you are.
I'm glad they got that before he reintegrated, though. God.
You have 2 minutes left.
For a note, he can't control that, man.
Did you punch him?
I mean, not today.
What were you doing when the nosebleed occurred?
Walking, mate.
Refining.
Would you like me to put petroleum jelly in your nostrils?
No. In fact, I would struggle to find anything that I would like less, mate, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Auras or hallucinations?
Stum, buddy.
No.
Nice.
Where are you?
Not now.
Were you just at Lumen?
I don't know.
Yeah, me too, you know.
I remember the desk.
Oh my god, is everything that we just saw in the office him remembering it?
I remember.
Yeah, you can communicate with each other.
That was another crossover memory.
Wow.
You'll feel gaps in time until it all comes back together.
Yeah, what an interesting storytelling device actually that is. How disorienting it is for us too, but also how you can kind of speed along a story a little bit. Taking us on the journey with Mark. Lots of ways you could kind of fool the audience with that kind of device actually. Yeah, I wonder if they'll do or try something like that. I don't know what, but...
There's a slight chance of hemorrhage.
Okay, how slight?
We'll flood the chip itself through the hole in your head.
I'm gonna go eat.
How desperate are you, Ragabi? Because I feel like you're maybe going a bit quicker than you should. I say this, Cold Harbour seems to be very close, so maybe not unfounded fear. Hello. Yeah, come on.
Hello.
Hello.
Who the hell are you?
What? I'll stop it, you quirky boy.
Come on in.
Mate.
Feels as tending the hand.
Is that a euphemism?
I help you like a cumin glaze.
I'll have a bit of coming.
Attila?
Yes, Attila.
He's called Attila.
We could feed him a pile of loose corn.
Oh, it's Denethor. Beautiful. Hello, mate.
What your innie ever saw in this Philistine, beyond me.
Well, do you want to split up? Because I feel like Irving's ready to go.
Irving. Yes.
How many salt and pepper shakers do you need?
It's mine's yours.
Huh?
And you've brought wine.
Threesome or ritual killing. Could go either way, really, couldn't it?
How did you come to be at the company? Yes, I'm very curious.
Mm.
I was guided to Lumen's store by Jesus.
I don't believe you. You quirky fella, you.
Jesus Christ?
No guy called Jesus.
That's the one.
Okay.
I've been what you might call a scoundrel.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Come on, bring it back.
One Sunday at breakfast, Fields asked me point blank, do I think I'm going to heaven?
Ah, it's overrated, man. I feel like.
The answer is no.
What am I supposed to do up there for eternity all by myself?
Well, you could just make sure you go the other way, mate. Why's it always got to be the, you know what I mean? Not being funny, right? Redemption's much harder to fight for than just, straight murdering someone. Easy, innit? Sorry, that's not life advice. Let's just move on, shall we? Just sec. God feels quite standoffish. Do you know what I mean? Lucifer, I feel like, could be like a pal.
The church's stance is that innies are complete individuals.
Yeah?
With souls.
Like a different one?
That can be judged separately from their outie.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Honestly, hey, Christianity getting it right, that doesn't happen often, does it? We gotta give one of those, I feel like.
So an innie can go to heaven. Mostly how he burns.
Balance, mate. To be fair, I feel like that should be the goal. One in each. You know what I mean?
We're not zealots, I swear.
You sure? Because he delivered that very seriously.
Maybe a way for part of Bert to...
Are we really consigning him to just hell straight away? We feel like we're both kind of just giving up.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's looking for the exit.
Yeah, I would.
So the hope was for Bert Innie to go to heaven.
Really? That was the, yeah, okay.
With me.
You don't want this one? Seems a bit rude. So, hang on, so Irving gets this one, does he? Okay. Not the best motivation I've ever heard, I'll be honest with you, mate. I do also feel like they haven't, you know what I mean, really shopped around their options. Oh. Keys, huh? I thought you were going to sing a lullaby and just, force of his voice would just cave it in.
You didn't tell me how to go. You went back to Lumen, right?
Oh,
Mate, your demeanor is so different out here. You're not happy, are you?
they canceled it. I didn't see him.
Lying, yeah. Okay.
Guess he got too busy.
No.
Getting spicy, innit? Jammer? Helly. Spying. Okay, maybe we are getting more Helena. Okay. Or how important is Mark, really? Do they need him after... No, because they've said they don't need him after Cold Harbor. Does the company know about this? Is this like a personal thing? Is she... Do you know what I mean?
Mark Scout.
Very interesting.
I'm Helena Egan. I work at Lumen.
Yeah, no, I know who you are.
Uh-huh. What a weird dynamic. Yeah, nice to officially... These two haven't met. This is what I mean. The four and the dynamic, so interesting. I like that they're dialing down on that.
Heard nothing but good things about your work, by the way.
Thank you. I've heard nothing at all about my work.
Yes, the OTC.
Mm-hmm.
We will be better.
I think this is personal. I'm still sorry. Maybe I'm a sucker. I might well be. Fair enough. I'll take that on the chin if it comes. But I think she has some fixation on him now because she saw her severed self kiss him and have this experience. I'm not going to keep repeating it, but you know how I think about it and what her motivations were. And I think she's got in her head, and now she, look, Helena had sex with him. I think she was. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that she told them that they had sex, and actually there was privacy in there, so that line that she'd said, if I don't like who I am out there, is genuine and heartfelt, and that she perhaps hasn't shared that with anybody. She's not allowed to be that soft and vulnerable and open and intimate with anybody, because that's not how Helena Egan is, and how she gets to be Helena Egan. It's not how she gets to be leader in waiting. Probably, I would imagine that's what she's been trained for, prepared for her whole life in a certain way, or at least prepared or trained to the point that she feels like that's the only way and the only thing she wants or needs. And now she's perhaps discovering more, actually discovering perhaps some humanity in there too. She saw, but maybe, like I say, maybe that seeing them kiss unlocked a little bit of that for her. Maybe it was that a moment of like, I never knew I wanted it, but now I do. And also some of that, like, that is kind of like she, because the way she thinks of it, that's my body, that's me. And yeah, my severed self taking something that now I discover I want. Anyway, some unhealthy, twisted fixation on him. She has had that intimacy and that openness with him, unbeknownst to God, him at this point. So messy, I love it. But I think because of that, and because I feel like lots of kind of, taking leaps here, that was genuine, and she doesn't typically get to do that, hasn't typically got to do that. That's not Helena Egan's life. And I keep saying it's an odd fixation, but I think it's a very human fixation. She's very stifled, I feel like, in her life as Helena Egan. She's not allowed to be a human. That's not how her environment has brought her up. In the same way almost that Seth is trying to express himself in his work, not being able to. We had that scene where he's like, grow up, grow up, grow up, grow up. Because he's like, he's facing outside consequences, negative consequences to flexing his personality, what he wants. And he's now having to try to tell himself to grow up and unhealthily stifle all that, push it down to be this carbon copy worker, bland, bleak, leached of any personality, humanity. And on the flip side, Helena is actually going the other way, perhaps a little bit, finding for the first time some humanity, and she has the power perhaps to do that, limited though it might be in a certain way, and in secret perhaps. Anyway, point being, this is so interesting. This is what I wanted when I was talking about looking at them kissing and her watching it. And that there's 4 people here, and I wanted to see them interacting. And even though we're getting reintegration in Mark, I really do like that we are still kind of getting them exploring that potential between those 4 people still. We are still getting that. We've had Helena with Marquez. Now we have Helena with Mark. We have Helly R with, obviously, Marquez. The only one we haven't really got is Helly R with outside Mark, and we're fast getting him reintegrate. Anyway, interesting stuff. I'm talking a lot about, you know, what I don't like, but at the same time, there are still things happening that I do like, and actually some hoped predictions that I had early in the season are still paying off, even though I thought they were kind of cutting off a little bit of that. This is super interesting. And I was talking earlier about wanting to see more from Helen and not feeling like we were going to get it, and now we are. Hey, fair play. So I really like this. And as much as I want to label this as twisted, and it kind of is from a certain perspective, considering the actions that Helen is taking, I feel like the motivation actually, and again, going out on a limb, is quite pure and human and sensitive. I really want to see some conflict in her. That would be so interesting. I think that would be a bold, brave story to kind of go with her character. And I think they should do that. I don't want it to be a tactic. I feel like that would be a kind of, okay. Do you know what I mean? That would be less interesting to me.
I'm like the head of the company, Mark.
Flexing, trying to impress him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should be sorry.
Really?
I'm kidding.
Okay.
Flirting.
You're clearly not dumb.
Flirting. Yeah, no, I'm getting more sure that I'm right.
One who invented a revolutionary medical procedure.
Hey, now that was not me. That was my father.
Oh yeah, Daddy-O.
You should meet him sometime.
No.
Your father?
Sure.
Wouldn't recommend.
Why not?
You want to take me home to Dad already?
Oh, flirting back.
I think it's finally time. He'd be the first.
Would he? This is what I mean. I told you. She's never, unless she's lying. I feel like she's been honest. Was I spot on?
You should meet him sometime.
Beautiful.
Your father?
I love this scene.
He'd be the first.
Yeah. Not gone well for you, huh? Your love life.
But seriously, I'd love to hear about your experiences sometime.
Just kind of look down there, kind of like...
I meant the overtime.
Oh, sorry.
I meant the other night.
So have you been sent... I wonder if she's been sent here on Lumen business, but she's taking the opportunity to do a little flirty flirt too, and a little bit of the personal too. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, no, his little look down of like, are we getting on? Am I flirting with Helena Egan and she's reciprocating? Yeah. Mate, sorry. It's been a pawsey episode. When he reintegrates and he has these memories of Helena, as well as his memories of Marquez with Helly, that's going to be so complicated, isn't it?
With losing your wife and all.
Hannah?
Gemma.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
She was so young.
Maybe I've got it all wrong. Maybe she's just shrewd. Maybe she's wielding her emotions as weapons. She's kind of going in for the kill here. It feels like almost saying Hannah was to try and throw him off. Make him more emotional, maybe? Or maybe it was just, a simple, she didn't know. Because she doesn't care. Because she's not a very caring person, foundationally. You know what I mean? So hard to tell. I think she's performing it so well. And again, it's that ambiguousness coming in to the point that, like, it could potentially mean anything.
What is it?
Nothing.
Good night.
Something tickling his brain, innit? Yeah. Could be one of 1,000 things at this point. Yeah, you could kind of read Helena and her motivations there as God. Where do you want to go with it, you know? Okay, where are you, mate? Irving's place, yeah. I thought it looked like it. Yeah.
We used to call each other Han.
Gonna find Bert.
Attila.
Because
I see.
we're having drinks with your Lumon partner.
Huh? Who?
Didn't the first severed office open 12 years ago?
Maybe that's enough of that.
Wait a minute. He worked for Lumen. Is Bert directly working to get Irving out of his place here? Is he working with Lumen? Outside Bert?
You think you two ever made love at work?
Well, they don't know, do they? Respectfully, mate.
And so I felt the right to ask.
What do you want them to say? Neither of them know.
Cards on the table.
Go on.
I believe that Innies deserve to experience love.
Nice.
I mean it,
I like you, mate. Well done.
and I hope it was beautiful.
Good for you. Healthy. Yeah. Weird vibe, though. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay. Living your best life. I love it for you, mate. Yeah, we're gonna finish this episode with him clicking in. It will be a good time. I don't need to see it show. I know what's happening. You told me. I'm good. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, sounds okay. No, I thought they weren't going to show me. Guys. Tell you what, got Burton feels on the phone, mate. It's positively holy. Sorry, that might not land the way I want it to, because I'm probably not going to show you that, but there's a hole in his head. Yeah, put a plaster on it, it'll be alright. There. Why don't you look as happy as I want you to?
I'm nervous.
Okay. Yeah, mate, you are about to get bombarded with a lot of messed up memories, I feel like.
Don't move like that. You have to keep your head still.
Not at the time.
Ignore it.
Devin.
Car's in the driveway. She knows I'm here.
You can't. No. Dude. We need to get Devin in on it. Just keep your head very still, buddy.
Dude, I left you like 5 messages.
I hate this. I hate it.
When we're doing corporate espionage.
Okay, Devin.
Regarby's gonna have to come up.
Do you remember the rich lady from baby camp, the one I like kind of had a crush on?
Did you? Hey, her coffee, was it that good? Tell you what, good coffee will do that to you.
Okay, what are you trying?
Don't worry about it.
Stop doing that with your head.
What is that smell?
You or yourself or what? Can't pick it up? You are messing about with your brain, which is not ideal. Oh god, Gemma.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Regarby. That isn't good for his head.
Don't touch him! Who the are you?
This was so silly.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Oh man.
Thank you for the spare ham.
Oh, you got free ham. Nice, man.
You'll be embarrassed tomorrow.
Yeah, why not do that to you, man?
It gets fuzzy.
Yeah, that's good.
Like saying I worked at Lumen 20 years ago, which is, of course, before Severance even existed. Of course.
Was it? Did it exist before?
Do it again sometime. You may Fields or you me.
But did you invent Severance?
Oh, what? No, I meant with Fields.
Scandalous.
Either way.
I don't trust Bert anymore. I didn't trust Bert to begin with, you know. I had an instinct about him.
Good night, Bert. Good night.
Did he create Severance? Were they testing it? Obviously far before it became a thing out in the real world. Interesting. That was Attila. Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether I want to talk much more on it. I've talked a lot this episode, lots to talk about. I liked this episode. This is the thing. As much as I'm talking negatives, like, I'm enjoying the show. And episode to episode, I am enjoying it. You know, I just don't want to be disappointed by wherever we go and whatever we get, I suppose, in the last 4 episodes now, right? And I want enough. I think I was talking a lot about, like last season, about, okay, they're telling this story and leaving stuff to go on with, and they did that quite well. That balance was quite good. I'm not sure about what their chances are for doing that this season. I don't know what feeling they're going to leave me with, whether they're going to kind of wrap things. There are so many threads that I just don't know whether that's possible to keep that balance this season. And the overarching story was Gemma, but have we really been telling that story? Kind of. You know, everything that's happening is going supposedly towards that. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see where we end on. I just don't know their chances of being able to do it. Yeah. But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it. And that scene with Helena is so interesting. And I find Helena so interesting as a character, the way that she's been told. I don't want them to cop out next episode and have Mark be knocked out for it and postpone his reintegration for another one. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But that was Attila. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you're not subscribed, please do consider doing that down below. Tick that notification, that bell button as well, and you will not miss an upload. Thank you, God, so much to my patrons, my YouTube members. I'm doing Severance every single Wednesday until we finish, but if you can't wait for the next one, hankering for the next one, there are some links in the description down below for early access to all my videos. There's also a gaming channel down there if you want a bit more of me. Hey, why not, man? But that's it. We will be back next week with episode 7, so until then, see you later.